A hostage crisis is still unfolding at this hour in a remote corner of Algeria. Islamic terrorists are holding a group of foreigners who were working at a natural gas complex. The details of the kidnapping and the exact number being held remains unclear, but there could be as many as 41 hostages. There is confirmation 13 Norwegians have been taken, so too 5 Japanese and an Irish national. As few as 3 Americans, maybe more, and an unconfirmed number of British workers. One was killed when the heavily armed attackers moved in early morning local time.
Deep in the Algerian Sahara, this is the gas plant which is now the focus of an international hostage crisis. It's thought the British national was one of 2 people killed when jihadist militants stormed the facility yesterday. Several Britons are among the hostages. Exactly how many isn't clear. The Foreign Secretary says it's a dangerous situation and he condemned the attack.
Whatever excuse is being used by terrorists and murderers who are involved, there is no excuse for such behaviour. Whatever excuse they may claim, it is absolutely unacceptable, of course. It is, in this case, the cold-blooded murder of people going about their business. So there is no excuse, whether it be connected to Libya, Mali or anywhere else.
The captives are workers at the gas field, part owned by BP, near the town of An Amenas on the Algerian border with Libya. The complex is in a remote spot 700 miles from the capital, Algiers. It's thought the Islamist group responsible first attacked a bus carrying workers on the road to the nearby airport. They then stormed into the complex, opening fire on security guards and taking hostages. A group led by this man, Mokhtar Belmokhtar, said it carried out the attack. This has not been confirmed. Belmokhtar is an Algerian linked to Al-Qaeda.
Mokhtar Belmokhtar, who's a notorious terrorist and criminal in the Sahel-Sahara region, threatened the Algerian regime for retaliation before the French moved in northern Mali last week. And this move is largely thought to be a type of revenge.
The French President François Hollande, in close contact with the Algerian authorities, said there was an obvious connection with the French military intervention in Mali and also other African countries who are involved in the operation. Algeria has allowed French planes to use its airspace, a factor cited by Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb as one of the reasons for the attack. In this video released earlier this week, the militant spokesman warned France to stop its hostilities or it would be digging the graves of its own sons. The hostages are believed to have several nationalities and include Britons, French, Americans and Japanese. Norway says 13 of its citizens are also held.
One of several armed groups says it carried out the attack as payback for Algeria allowing French fighter jets to use its airspace. But there could be another reason why the attackers struck. In October, U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton was in the country, urging the government to crack down on fighters who have taken control of large parts of neighboring Mali. Last Monday, Algerian and Malian leaders shook hands in Algiers, agreeing to fight what they called a common scourge.
I salute the full energy with which Algeria has condemned the incursions and attacks by terrorist groups on our country. And I equally salute the attentiveness and constant readiness with which Algeria has been on Mali's side. I am very happy with this visit, during which the Algerian delegation has confirmed that the links between Algeria and Mali are firm.
Officials here at the U.S. State Department found out about the situation in Algeria early on Wednesday. But so far, they say they don't see any link between that kidnapping and the ongoing political crisis in Mali.
U.S. citizens are among the hostages. I hope you will understand that in order to protect their safety, I'm not going to get into numbers, I'm not going to get into names, I'm not going to get into any further details as we continue to work on this issue with the Algerian authorities.
While diplomats and the hostages' employers work to end the crisis, analysts say this could make corporations think twice about doing business in a resource-rich but volatile part of the world.